Welcome back everybody! Today I'm pretty excited because I'm just pulling up at my all-time favourite skate park, which is Concrete Waves in Newquay. Now regular viewers will know I've spent quite a lot of time trying to learn individual tricks in the skate bowl here, but I've never really spent enough time trying to link those tricks together into a functioning line. So my goal today is to try and video my process of sticking all these tricks into a line. And I think it's going to be quite a challenge to keep this video entertaining and relevant because there's going to be an awful lot of me falling off. Anyway, enough of my yakking. Let's get down there and check out the bowl. Okay, so the plan is to drop in the pocket, up nice and high over the hip, backside carve in the deep, try and carry the speed up. And then first port of call is this front side grind. Once I get that going, back down into the deep end, see if I can get a backside grind. Now, the front side grind is a bit of a weird one. It'll either come pretty quickly, like first or second go, or it could take a while. Also, I need to warm up these knees and get them a bit more bendy. So I'm going to do a few laps and see how we get on with this front side 50. Whoa, okay. That's a good sign. I managed to lock in on the first try. So I need to keep my knees a bit more bent and also need to commit back into the transition. And then it's a case of having the bottle to bring it back in. Here we go, second try. I'm also going to try and get a bit higher on this hip and speed up this drop in. That's not good. Yeah, I managed to do that the other day. Okay, that's my biggest fear with the front side. Going a bit too far on the top, getting overexcited. And I managed to bang my hip the other day. That's up like a football, so that wasn't that pleasant coming off. And also because it's wet everywhere, the board went off and I got wet wheels. Just make sure the trucks aren't wet. So when I next lock in, I've got a bit of confidence. Right, keep it going, just need to calm it down a bit, bend those knees a bit more. Okay, starting to get a bit puffed. Knees are starting to warm up. Just get those bent a bit more. Okay, backside 50. Okay, so managed to get the front side 50, didn't think too hard about the backside 50. On both, the knees were too straight. I could feel it. Need to bend those knees a bit more. Oh, stoked though, third time in. So going to keep building. I'm not up to the tiles yet on this over the hip, and that's where I'd like it to be. So I think on this one, I'm going to try and suck my knees up a bit more, get right up. See if I can get the buzz of the old tiles. It's better on the hip. Whoa! Okay, the smorgasbord of errors managed to hit a little bit of rock that catapulted me into the shallow end. Also, I'm not very good at carrying on once something is wrong. I sort of missed my pump on the way back up and then decided to abort the front side 50, and instead of just carrying on after my front side carve, just sort of decided that it was game over. And I think what I should probably do is just carry on, not be such a perfectionist for what I'm trying to do. Now I'm a bit worried about more debris in this bowl. I did sweep it out, just don't really want to hit something. Oh, let's go, let's just go. Oh, yeah, that backside 50 was a bit longer than usual and it sent me straight into a board slide, which I think could work quite nicely. Come out and then a board slide. Right, that's now become the thing. So building it up becomes steadily more tricky because I've got more stuff to do. So I've got to get this front side grind, then make sure I get the back side grind. And then I've got to be conscious of taking that round a bit further so that I can now get this board slide that I want. Oh my goodness. Oh, that actually went wrong a bit earlier than the backside 50-50 grind. I sort of came off the front side a bit rubbish and that set my feet wrong. And then I was wondering whether I should continue. And I sort of got my feet back, but I wasn't going fast enough. And then that made that backside 50 not work so well. Anyway, excuses. Reset. Whoa! Sort of went into the Smith, accidental Smith. I find with those accidental Smiths, it's impossible to get out of those because my body weight is in the wrong position and I need to bend my back knee more and straighten my front knee if I'm going for the Smith. But if it's just a rubbish 50-50, it never works. It just cavorts off the front because my weight's incorrect. Right. Whoa! I find that if I chance my arm and try and come back in off of those ones where I'm in the back seat, really can spoon out on the re-entry. So I found it best not to chance it, just through the experience of coming in and whoo, coming off the back. Right, I reckon this feels like the one. This feels good. Longer on the grind that time. Woo. Okay, right. Woo. Feeling the burn. Okay, a bit of progress. Managed to get that line I was looking for, get that board slide to come back in. Problem is, nothing was how I'd like it to be. Nothing felt as long or as relaxed or as stylish as I feel I can do it. Everything was holding on a little bit. So I need to tidy this up. Also, I got sent into a tail stall and I really need to upgrade that because that's a very basic looking trick. Maybe come fakie front side and then back in. But it's one that I don't really want to put too much mental rehearsal into because it'll build organically. I've got this board slide and I know that works now, so I'm going to keep going with that, I think. And after that, get it a bit better. That felt rubbish. Oh, too far up. I find if I'm going fast enough for that back 50, I don't really need to do anything. I can almost carve onto it. And that front side 50-50 grind felt terrible. Arms flailing, knees straight. Pretty lucky to get that one to come back in, I think. Also, I find it plops back in if I'm not going fast enough and then sort of kills my speed, which I think I can blame the rest of the run's failure on. Okay, starting to get a good puff on now. Apple Watch is saying 150 BPM. It's a good bit of time that time. It's a better grind. Oh! Oh no! Oh! Okay, well that felt reasonable up to that point. Then I had a little cup of tea on that fakey front side axle stall. So I need to make that a bit more of a dab and come back in. And now I know that's possible, I'm wondering what this side could be. I'm not sure I'll have enough speed to get another backside 50. Oh, enough of my yakking, let's just do it. So on that one, I just calmed everything down a little bit, I think. Also bent my knees a bit more. Right, let's try that again. Oh no, I got too greedy with that backside 50-50 and just killed my speed, and I came back in, sort of plopped back in, and then that ruined my board slide. And I'm finding this is always the issue with skating a line, is every single part needs to be good enough to get the next part done, and it becomes more and more tricky as the line advances. I think the chances of getting the next bit become smaller and smaller. I'm starting to find I'm going higher and higher over that hip, and I'm getting the tiles pretty much every time. And I tend to find that with these type of sessions, knees get a bit more bendy, the blood starts flowing, and also my special bar goes up, the adrenaline starts flowing, I get a little bit more courageous, throw caution to the wind. Okay, so I think my goal now is to try and make everything a bit tidier and try and do it the best that I can all in a row so that I can feel good about the line. And also I need to come out, make this fakey frontside axle. That's a better front side. Oh, got a bit greedy there on the board slide. Wanted to go for too far. I often find in these sessions that I get carried away, forget to drink. Then the fatigue sets in, I start making silly mistakes halfway through the session. That's a rubbish re-entry. Keep going though. Oh! I overcorrected. I wanted to make sure I was inside the ramp so I could bring that back in, and that was just too far inside. Oh, that's frustrating. Woo! So a little bit in the back seat there, went into sort of a front side stand-up grind, which is not the end of the world, but it is if you're not trying for it. Okay, this one's I'm feeling confident about this one. Lucky seagull. Oh! Damn you, seagull. Well, as ever, I thank you for coming on this journey. This one feels a little bit more real because I'm doing it in real time. I've never recorded a video like this, and I have to say it's really given me the extra get up and go to make it, really giving me a purpose. So anybody who's still watching, thanks very much. Who knows if this video will work as a format? Let me know in the comments below. And also, it's probably a bit weird watching this back, hearing my voice loud and proud all the way around, but I've just got a little bug mic on. So this isn't overdub, this is me grunting and grinding in real time. Here we go. Right, this time. Come on. Whoa! That felt good, but then that front wheel came unlocked. This is another one I need to address. If it comes out of the cross lock, I immediately call it a day. And I need to find a way to try and convert some of these ones where both wheels are against the coping. I usually find with my knee bend, if I feel like I'm bending my knees, they'll sort of look like that instead of like that. But I really need to make sure I'm getting down Just stretch those quads out a little bit. Oh, that's made my back hurt. Oh my goodness, middle-aged guy trying to skate. That felt better. Oh, oh dear. Oh. Ah. I'm okay. Okay, what happened there is my feet came off after that frontside grind, and then they weren't right coming into that backside 50-50 and ever and so. The problem with skating a line, every trick has to be completed correctly, otherwise it has a knock-on impact, and the next one is compromise. Lucky I was wearing my good old 187 knee pads with the Burley caps on. Woo. Right, let's go again. I'm feeling good about this run. I think this is going to be okay. That front side grind is feeling better now. Okay, front foot's okay, and it's still okay. Oh, missed the. Gonna go for the front side grind. Yeah. Oh, it's a new one. So I missed that backside 50, but that set me up for the front side double trucker, which I would quite like to include. It feels fun, but it wasn't what I was going for. Oh, that was a classic example of not enough speed coming out of the backside 50, meaning not enough speed into the board slide, meaning falling off onto the flat bottom. Oh. I'm wondering whether to go for a drink. I've got this weird bit of OCD where my mind will set up an outcome from having a drink. It'll either say if you don't have a drink, you'll slam, or if you do have a drink, you'll slam, which I know is a weird quirk of the mind. I'm thinking I'm going to go without the drink. Nope. Need a drink. This video feels more like a live stream, and I have to say I'm quite enjoying talking through what I'm doing. Hopefully the edit will come down to less than an hour and a half. Full respect if you're still with us. Leave it in the comments below if you still are. Here we go, right, this time then, come on, focus. Oh, that felt better. Foot's rubbish. Oh, scrabbling it back. Whoa! Ah. Yeah, that foot was rubbish, and I thought I got away with it, and then it just came off the coping because that front foot was wrong. But that front side grind was the best one I've done so far. That was right inside, fully committed. If that had gone wrong, Mr. Hip would have been not so happy. Feels okay. I'm still feeling pretty good. I reckon another bit of water. What I don't want to do is push it too far and then get into that fatigue area where I'm going to get injured. Oh. front side grind. Oh, I missed it. Oh. That was my get out for the backside 50-50. It came off too early and I muffed it. Stay relaxed. Front side grind. Oh, there's probably a good 25 seconds of skating there. Enough to get the heart pounding. One more slug of water and then last couple of runs I'm gonna have to call it a day. The old Apple Watch is saying 1100 calories. Means I can have a veggie burger on the way home. Oh. 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 Oh no. Oh, that's my hip. Oh, such a shame at the end of the session to do something that was pointless, like coming off of a 50-50 that stopped. And I think that highlights why I like to come in off of 50-50s, moving as fast as possible. Oh. Oh. I know it won't look like much in the video, but I've already completely rooted my hip. So to fall on it in any way, oh. Right. I learnt in the 80s when I played rugby and football for the school, there's only one way to deal with a bit of a knock, and that's to walk it off. Right, we've got that out of the way. Let's check it still bends. Yeah, it's okay. Right. Let's do this one last run, I think, just to prove that I'm not stopping on an injury. Oh! Oh no! Okay, front side grind. Yeah. Oh, relax, Steve. Knackered. Oh my goodness. I think that's it. Okay, I'm starting to feel a bit of fatigue, a bit of achy back, a bit of hurty hip. I think I'm going to bank this session and look forward to the next session. The weather is starting to change as well. I can feel a little bit of moisture in the air. So I reckon this is a good time to call it a day. So as ever, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit subscribe. I'm making new videos all the time. As ever, my name's been John Bishop and I'm a middle-aged guy learning how to skate.